What's up, guys? I have something I want to talk to you guys about that I've held in for quite a long time, actually. And people don't realize, just how hard it is for me to face this shit. And I know what people are going to say, go to a counselor and this and that. No, I tried. They didn't do a goddamn thing. They see, a lot of people seem to think that with me being a victim of abuse of many years like I have been, that with me being broken down like I am, that it's an easy fight. That I can somehow or other do this shit on my own. But for those of you telling me that I have to do it on my own, you guys don't understand what I went through for 5 years, for 5+ years. You guys don't understand the horrific, disgusting, vile things I was made to do. And how badly I got put down and how hard it was for me to even escape the abuse that I went through. I was made to do some of the most disgusting, unspeakable things in the world. And yet you guys sat there and expect me to just fight my own fights. You guys expect me to fight the battle on my own, just like that. It doesn't work like that. You guys really don't understand the fucking hell, the pain that I went through. Imagine 5 years of being belittled, of being made to do vile, disgusting, unspeakable things to stay with that person. Imagine being called names every fucking day, being embarrassed in front of your own friends, being torn down to make you feel worse than dirt, to make you feel like the situation you're in is a fate worse than death. That's what I went through for 5 fucking years. For 5 years, I was torn down, I was belittled, I was destroyed. And it's not that I haven't tried to fix myself, it's not that I haven't tried to get back to where I was. It's that I was made like this over the years. And yet you expect me to just sit here and fight this shit on my own? I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. I know what you guys are saying. You're saying, oh, you need to get a counselor, you need to do this, you need to. No, shut the fuck up, motherfuckers. I've gone to counselors, and guess what they did for me? Absolutely nothing. Because they don't understand fully. They get paid to sit there for hours and hours and hours and say, oh, how do you feel? Oh, how does that make you feel? How does this make you feel? No. I've gone to counselors. They didn't do a goddamn thing for me. See, while you guys go to sleep at night, you guys go to sleep. When I go to sleep, I'm faced with battling my own demons. I'm faced with living and reliving a nightmare over and over again. Fighting day in and day out to be myself again that I once was. See, you guys think that it's so fucking easy to do, but it's not. Like I said, you guys don't understand the horrific things that I got put through. And if you truly understood what the fuck I went through, you would see why I'm so goddamn scared to be with anyone. It's not that I don't want to be, it's that I am so goddamn scared of being hurt again that I don't know what to do. Except to sit here and wait and hope, pray God that somebody comes along to fucking help me. You guys say that I have to do this on my own, but I've been doing this on my own for years. I can't fucking do it anymore. I have fought and fought and fought and fought on my own, day in and day out. Nightmare after nightmare, night terror after night terror. I have fought every fucking demon that I can. And honestly, I don't have the strength anymore. I have fought as hard as I can, but I no longer have the strength to fight on my own. Let me tell you something. When I was going through that abuse, when I was being mentally and verbally abused by my ex, Rebecca Anderson, there was quite a few times where I honestly felt like being dead was better than being in that situation. Because that's how bad it was. And the only reason why I didn't escape sooner is because I didn't know that mental and verbal abuse were actually a thing. I did not know that they were even a form of abuse. I did not know. But imagine going through all that for 5 fucking years. Being put through pure fucking hell. Wanting to fucking die because of it. Being put down so low to where you feel like you're a waste of space, like you're worthless. Like your life doesn't even fucking matter. Like that person is above you and you are nothing but a speck of dirt on the fucking boot underneath them. That's what I went through for 5+ years. And yet you guys sit here and you expect me to stay strong? You expect me to fight my own fucking battles when I've done that on my own for 5 fucking plus goddamn years? Day in and day out? I'm sorry, but it doesn't fucking work like that. I can't do this on my own. I can't do it. And I just wish you guys understood what it is that I actually went through. Because maybe if you understood what I went through, maybe then you wouldn't be sitting there saying the fucked up shit that you're saying. Like saying, I need to fight this on my own and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? I've tried. And I can't do it on my own anymore. I am gassed out. I am out of fucking strength. I am dug deep down as much as I can. I have given it everything I have and more. I don't have the strength anymore. What part of that don't you guys get? Like I said, I want to be happy again. I want to be the person that I once was, but I can't do it on my own. I have tried, and I can't do it on my own anymore. I have fought, and I can't do it no more. I need the help. And I'm not talking about help from a fucking counselor that gets paid for a fucking hour of asking me how certain things make me feel. No. I need the help of you guys, my friends. Those that actually give a fuck about me. so that I can go back to the way that I was before all this started. You know, ever since ever since my best friend Eric took my high school sweetheart away from me back in 2015, it has been one mentally and verbally abusive relationship after the other. And yet you guys just expect me to be fine. You expect me to fight my own battles when I've done that already over and over again countless times. It's not that I'm not trying, it's that I am fucking gassed out. I am wiped the fuck out. I am out of fucking energy. I can't do it anymore. You know, for those of you sitting there judging me, you sit there and you call yourselves my friends. Yet, isn't it supposed to be your job as a friend to be there for the person that you're friends with when they're not feeling strong enough or like they can't fucking carry the weight anymore? Because I would do that for any of you any given fucking day of the week. And yet, you expect me to just carry this weight and fight these battles on my own, knowing well aware that I can't do it on my own anymore? I have fought day in and day out and tooth and nail, fighting this shit every day to get back to the person who I once was. I used to be happy. I used to have so many goals ahead of me, but then once my ex best friend stabbed me in the back and took my high school sweetheart away from me, that's when it all went downhill. That's when the verbal and mental abuse started with all these chicks who just completely dismantled me and destroyed me. You know, for those of you that have gone through, you know, situations like abuse and stuff like that, you guys understand what it is that I'm going through. But for those of you that don't know, for those of you that don't understand, imagine your worst nightmare, your deepest, darkest, worst nightmare, and times that by 100. Imagine your worst fears coming to light. Imagine the person that you're supposed to be with tearing you down, belittling you, making you do unspeakable, disgusting things to stay with them for over 5 years. Imagine going through that for 5+ fucking years. And that's what I went through. All the disgusting things I was made to do, all the disturbing shit I had to do, the being belittled, the being put down. You guys don't know what that's like unless you went through it. You know, you don't know what it's like to sit there and be told that you're nothing, that you're worthless, that you can't do any better by the person that you're supposed to be with, who's supposed to be with you. Imagine going through that for 5 fucking years, and that's what I dealt with. And yet you gotta sit there and you expect me to be strong and fight through this when I've done it on my own for 5 fucking years. I'm done being strong. I can't do it on my own anymore. I can't do it. I've tried. I am worn out. I am physically and mentally exhausted. What part of that don't you get? You know, that's what being friends is all about. When somebody can't handle a fight on their own, you stand up and you fight with them. And you help them. When they're not strong, you be their strength. And when they need somebody there, you're supposed to be there. And I'm telling you right the fuck now, I would be doing that for any one of you on any given fucking day of the goddamn week. And yet, how do I get treated? Told that I'm supposed to fight this on my own. Told that I need to fight this on my own. And that I need to stop being a fucking scaredy cat and fight it on my own. But guess what? I've tried fighting it on my own. I can't do it on my own anymore. I have fought and given it everything I fucking have, day and fucking night. Like I said, when y'all go to bed, you guys go to sleep. You guys have dreams, you know, you guys are sleeping with your loved ones. But when I go to sleep, I go to war. I go to war with the darkest fucking side of me. I go to war with the abuse that I've had to deal with for over 5 years. And you think that shit doesn't affect you years down the road? I'm living proof that it does. And you guys are always telling me, oh, you know, go see a counselor, get medicated. No, I've gone to a counselor. They didn't do a goddamn thing for me. I've tried. And I sure as fuck ain't taking no goddamn meds. Because that shit's addicting as fuck. That shit'll get you addicted, and I'm not going down that road. I would rather be drug free. I watched my dad slowly destroy himself to drinking and drugs and all kinds of shit. And yet you guys wonder why I don't drink or do any kind of pills. That's why. Because I'm afraid I'm going to end up just like my dad. Drunk, pissed off, and wasting my life away. But honestly, I don't want to waste my life away. I want my life back to the way it used to be from before all this. From before the abuse. Back when I actually had my life in order. And I'll be straight up honest, if I could go back in time and get the girl that I was with back, and God knows I would, but I can't. You know, a lot of people are telling me, you know, I need to get over it, I need to get over it. You guys don't understand. Me and that girl I was with back in high school, I had known her since my freshman year of high school. That day that my best friend there, my supposed best friend Eric LaRue, split me and her up was the exact same fucking day I had asked her to marry me down at a concert that we were all going to with me and her and both of our families. You don't know how gut-wrenching that is. You don't know how gut-wrenching it is to sit there and want to be with somebody so bad. But yet you always end up hurt. You always end up being abused or torn down or belittled or judged. And unless you've actually gone through the shit that I've gone through, then what right do you have to judge? You know, you guys sit there and you say, looks don't matter, appearances don't matter. Then why is it every time I try to get with somebody, they always judge me by appearance? They judge me by the fact that I don't work a regular 9 to 5 job, that I run my own fucking business. You would think those would be things to be proud of. Yes, I might live at home with my moms. So fucking what? Who cares? Who gives a fuck where I live? Being with somebody is not about where they live. It's not about how much money they have. It's not about how they look. It's about what's on the inside. It's about being there for each other. Where the fuck down the line did we get that shit fucking mixed up? That's what I don't understand. When did being with somebody become about fucking dick sucking and not about actually being there for the person? What happened to that? What happened to good people like myself actually being able to be happy with someone without all the bullshit? Without having to worry about being cheated on, without having to worry about your best friend coming along and taking them from you. What happened to that? What happened to being there for each other no matter what? For those of you that are married, you guys are gonna know this one. But there's a quote within the vows of a wedding ceremony: for better or worse, for richer or poorer. What happens to the days of being there with them and not giving up? What happened to that? Because, when I was growing up as a kid, we didn't just throw relationships away. We didn't do that. We sat there and we worked through it. We might not have agreed on it, but we sat there and we fucking worked through it. And we stayed with that person no matter what. And we didn't let little bullshit comments break us apart. We didn't let jealousy split us apart. I'll be straight up honest. Oh my God, I got something in my throat here. I'm sorry, guys. I had a super fucking hot sandwich and it's still fucking with my throat a bit. But, you guys don't fucking get it. Like, when I was a kid, we didn't just give up on each other without a hell of a fight. We didn't judge them by how much money they have. We didn't judge them by where they live, what they have. We didn't judge by their looks. We judged by how they treated us. See, when I'm with somebody, I'm with them. I don't sit there and I don't fucking play games. I don't sit there and fucking sleep around and cheat around like that. No. When I'm with somebody, I am with them, no matter what. And yet, I get shit on. I get told that I'm, stupid for living at home with my family. When my family is one of the most important things to me. I don't know about y'all, but family is very important to me. And I mean very important. What happened to that? What happened to not caring about whether the person lives with their family or not? What happened to the respect? What happened to actually being there and not giving up on one another? Even when shit gets hard, you don't just sit there and fucking give up. What happened to that? Now all of a sudden, a person might slip up and cheat one time. One fucking time, a mistake. We're all human. We all fucking do it. And yet, because of that one mistake, you guys go off and you become unforgiving. You become these unforgiving assholes. I understand if they do it multiple times. I get that. But if it's one time, one fucking time, you only have one life. So why waste it on holding grudges? Why waste it on being negative and upset with somebody when you can actually be forgiving them and moving on and actually being happy with that person? What happened to those days? Where along the line did shit get so fucked up? don't understand. You know, like I said, when I was a kid, when I was growing up, we didn't just sit there and give up. We didn't just sit there and let people's opinions come between us. We didn't sit there and let this bullshit rule our lives. Like I said, I was happy. I was happy back in 2015. Back in 2015 when I was with my high school sweetheart, I was the happiest guy in the world. I was the luckiest guy in the fucking world. Because I had everything going for me. My music was going for me back then. I had a wonderful fucking girlfriend who was beautiful, who treated me right. I had my family. I couldn't have asked for anything more than that. And yet, what happened? My best friend decided to stab me in the fucking back like a fucking coward and take the one girl that meant the world to me. The one girl that I was supposed to spend the rest of my life with. And he turned right around and stole her from me. And right after that, I have not been the same since. I've been destroyed, broken down. I have tried moving on. I have tried being with other people, but all I ever get is abuse, judgment, and hatred. And for what? Because I live with my family? Because I own my own fucking goddamn business? Because I don't sit there and work a regular 9 to 5 job, but I actually do my own fucking shit? I try to run my own fucking business? Oh yeah, I might not make that much, but at least it's something. At least it's a job of some kind. Like I said, I might not make that much, but it's still something to work with. It's still something I am proud to say that I am able to do. I mean, seriously, how many people do you know nowadays that actually run their own custom clothing shop online and do everything custom fucking made? How many people do you know that run their own businesses right from home? With literally no fucking money. And the one thing I still can't figure out is when did money become more important than family and relationships? When did all that change? When did how much you have or what you do or don't have become more important than a relationship with the ones you love and, you know, your loved one's family? What happened in those days? Where'd they go? Because quite honestly, I want those days back. And more importantly, I want to be happy again. I really do. More than anything, I want to be with that special someone that won't fucking destroy me like I have been over the last 5 years. That's all I want. Is that too fucking much to ask for to be fucking happy without being judged? Without being looked down upon for the fact that I live with my family and I do what I can to help my family? I don't understand. I really don't fucking understand. I just want my life back. I want my life back on track. I really do, you know. I want that special someone. I want to be able to show that person that I'm not going anywhere. And yet, what do I get? Shit on and belittled every fucking day of the goddamn week. And I'm tired of it. Y'all want to know why I'm so scared to be with anybody? This is exactly why. I get blamed for it, but yet I'm not at fault. I don't understand. I really don't. I just, I just want my life back. That's all I ask, is that I'm able to be happy with that special someone and to have my life back on track. That's all I want. Is that too much to fucking ask for? To be able to be happy with that special someone that my family loves and who loves my family just as much. Is that so much to ask for? I don't know. But what I do know is that I can't do this fight on my own. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. I'm spent. I can't do it anymore, guys. I can't.